this off season was a lot of crazy deals, a lot of crazy deals. We'll start off with the big one. We started reaching the 300 million club. Like there are players who are signing deals for 300 million. Jason Tatum, the guy just won his first NBA title. He's a Robin, or I call him the Batman because sometimes both of them they are confused who's Batman or Robin. Got his own 300. I think it was like 305, but Tatum a little bit younger gets a little bit more because the cap increases every season.
Yeah.
Just to explain, the way basketball works is that there's a pool of money that's allocated for each team, and every player is sort of signed getting an allocation of that pool of money for the year. And the cap just means like they can't spend past that amount. But there are different levels of the cap. There's the soft cap and there's the hard cap. And basically, if you go over the soft cap, you start paying an additional tax to the NBA.
Luxury
Mon-
tax.
Money day is what I'm just trying to explain to you. So Tatum just got this 300. So like I said, there are two players on this Celtic that have 300 million contracts. Like, are you hearing what I'm saying? Do you not want your kid to play basketball, or do you want him to play football or soccer or whichever one? Please.
If your kid is a quarterback, he can earn above 60 million a year.
But that how many quarterbacks are doing it? This is what I'm saying is regular
He's
money.
the first. He's the
I'll,
first. That's the market going forward.
I'll show you what market
They are
rate is
literally considering
towards the
creating
end.
a separate cap for QBs.
I will
But
show you
we digress.
I'll show you what market cap for just regular. You shall got drafted in the first round, and you shall still okay. This is how much you can earn in your 20s. LeBron James, sorry, Tatum earning 54 million. So we're obviously going to go with highest earners down to lowest earners. So 54 million is setting the bar of how much guys are getting paid. Sorry, I didn't add Curry here because he's the one that signed a 2-year deal and he's earning like about 60 million. But again, I just felt like I wanted to showcase like a good pool of different people just to highlight the kind of money people earn. You have LeBron James, he signed a 2-year deal, 101 to stay with the Lakers, obviously get his son. We already saw Bronny James there. That guy just got one of the highest second round packages ever.
Well, I think it
We're
was
going
like
to say
7.6 million or something.
we're going to say it's based on talent, right? Or it's not the name on the back.
Nepo
Whatever.
day inside, but what can we do? What can
Whatever.
we do? What
Uh
can we do?
Paul George moved from the Clippers, signed with the Sixers, 212 on 20, 212 4-year deal, earning him 47.2 million a year. Pascal Siakam stayed with the Pacers, 198 million 5-year deal and 47.2 per year. So these guys are like the top echelons of guys that got re-signed over a year, except Curry. Sorry, apologies for not adding that. My bad, Curry. Like, if you're watching this, like, respect, respect. um, some other big name players are a Nigerian London brother,
Anunobi.
Anunobi. Sorry.
I'm sure that's not how to pronounce it, but that's
The
how I
guy
hear it
just
on TV.
Yeah, the guy got paid also 212, 4 years, looking at 42.5 per year, cashed out. Tyrese Maxey, young point guard, got 203, 5-year. That's 40.7 per year. Jalen Brunson, everybody was shocked about this deal because if this guy had not signed this deal, next season he could have been one of those 300 million guys. But again,
Yeah.
this guy's loyal for his team, and we're going to highlight why his loyalty paid off because the team has done some magic to make them look good. So we have
Yep.
two Knicks here. Scotty Barnes. This is part of the young money that I wanted to highlight. Just be decent. Just be good. Get drafted in the first round. Do well for your first 4 years. You're guaranteed to make 225 million. Guaranteed over 5 years. This money can grow to 270 if it performs. Because again, the way the NBA does their deals is performance incentives. If you make all-star games, if you're all NBA player,
Yeah,
these are
you
like
trigger
rankings
some
and things like
clauses
that.
in your contracts
And
that
your
increase
money
your
just grows.
payments.
Like your money grows on a regular per season because the way they do the salary, it's kind of like it increases per year, but you can get greater increases if you perform really well. So this is one of the guys that were just drafted like 4 seasons ago, getting the max contract is what it's called. We go on to the next page. The first two guys, similar things. You can see the money is consistent. So 224 million, 5 years, 38 million a year. They're going to, if they perform well, that can grow up to 270. They need to showcase their skills, and if they don't, they still collect on minimum 224 million. But cash. That money is going to grow. Like you see, the thing about the NBA is that even if you don't play well, you are guaranteed to get that money. Like when you sign that deal, that's money you can go and take loan on that money. You will get paid. It doesn't matter. There's no I want to sell, I want to that money, even if you get traded, that money is going with you. So Donovan Mitchell, another
American sports in general.
no, but football is they can cut you. They can cut you, bro.
If
Can
your
cut
money
you
is
like
guaranteed, your money, like whatever is guaranteed for you, you get it.
yes, but again, a lot of it's only the big time players that get a lot of guaranteed
They
money.
can
It's
cut
it's
you. They can cut you from the team, but that equates to dead cap space on the team, right?
yeah,
Because they
yeah,
still have
yeah.
to pay you that money.
But
It's
me, I'm
okay to
you are
pay
talking
you the
about
money.
the best wide receiver, the best quarterback. But this guy, this kid
And
Cunningham, everybody was asking the question, why did they sign him to a max contract? He was drafted number one overall, has not performed, has not showcased anything to highlight the quality. But just because the Pistons are worried that if he goes to another team, he might then turn up, they will
was
pay him they'll pay him just for he might be good, he might get better. We just need to make sure that we just have him. But anyhow, Donovan Mitchell stays with the Cleveland Cavaliers. There was a lot of rumors that he was going to look for a trade. Stays on. He's looking to build out with them. 35.4 million per year, 150 million deal. Bam Adebayo, this deal was unreal. My Yoruba brother playing for the Heat, although he doesn't claim us as
Uncle
much.
Eja Wilson.
Um, Yeah, that's yeah. Power couple, po- power and
It,
big couple. You see
it's
that this you see the Bam, like although he's not Yoruba, bro, this guy is too sharp because he's securing not his own bag, he's securing his child's bag by
yes, sir.
giving birth to a child between so he's like what 6'10", Aja is like 6'8". That child is not going to be less than 7 foot. And he's going to
Male or
have the
female,
talent.
man. Male or female.
Whatever
Those people are definitely like they are definitely going to be giants.
they're going into league, not giants, they're going into league. Guaranteed.
If they're
Anyhow,
interested, though. If they're interested.
but that's not how it works. Once it's like saying like my dad is Elon Musk. I'm not interested in space. Baba, I'll figure out how space works as long as as long as my daddy owns that company. Like what am I on about? Um, 34.8 million. It's a great deal for the Heat because again, it's going to grow significantly, but at the same time, signing him early, making sure that we lock him in, like he'll be one of those 50 million guys in a couple of seasons, but we've just ensured that our cap situation is good. Then we'll switch over to some of these trades that happened. So some of the off-season transactions. This was where like a lot of big time deals were happening. So first of all, just shout out to Clay Thompson, who didn't actually land on this list. He was traded to the Dallas Mavericks, almost like Cowboys, representing my Cowboy fan up there. The Dallas
Your
Mavericks.
Balbele is showing. Everybody is seeing it now. You are casting. You are literally casting on air. It's fine. It's fine. Go ahead.
We'll see what he can do. Whether he can revive his contract. Signed a very poor deal to my own taste, but I think he's out there to prove that he's really still got it in his shooting game, and um ultimately rooting for him to have a awesome comeback season. But again, to highlight the main deals, I put Carl Anthony Towns first, but realistically, like it, I would rank Malik Bridges' deal a little bit higher than that. But in essence, the Knicks sent Julius Randle plus DiVincenzo
Dante
and
DiVincenzo, I think. Yeah.
yeah, Dante DiVincenzo and some draft capital to the Timberwolves for Carl Anthony Towns. Carl Anthony Towns, just to give you some recap, he's been an all-star, has he? I might be exaggerating here. But anyhow, he was one of the Timberwolves corner pieces. Really did not show well in terms of like their last playoff run. And realistically, Timberwolves felt like they needed to make a move because Anthony Edwards has turned up to be their cornerstone of their
Man.
franchise. And in essence, they've given him the keys to the Mercedes or Bentley or whichever car like you like to
He's
drive.
their main
There's
guy
a
for sure. For sure.
yeah,
Everything
so
goes through.
they're sending Julius Randle, who's like a big man who likes to bump down low, who likes to also can spread the court with his three ball and see how they can build a different type of competitive team. But again, as you have seen on this previous list, there were two Knicks. There are two Knicks here. Like the Knicks are making moves. They got Malik Bridges, which was the craziest deal, I think, for the free agency. A deal between Brooklyn and the Knicks, which has never happened in like almost like 50 years because those guys hate each other. They're like both New York
Yeah.
rivals. They got Malik Bridges, a two-way player, defense, offense, just a short guy. Before it was like this whole Villanova crew because Malik Bridges, DiVincenzo, who is now gone to the Timberwolves, Bronson and Josh Hart all played in Villanova and they were part of the winning team for Villanova. So everybody was saying like this was a rerun of Villanova, but they've upgraded with K Anthony Towns or Cat or whatever one you want to call him. And yeah, we'll see how the Knicks perform this season. DeMar DeRozan, a low-key shout out. He moved from the Bulls to the Kings, and we'll see what that looks like. But yeah, that's the recap of the NBA. We're looking pretty excited to see what's happening. Like I haven't called too much on the Heat because the Heat is going through their transitional period. Jimmy Butler, we don't know what he's about to do, but yeah, I think there are going to be a lot of crazy storylines. We have Dallas, we have the Warriors, we have like I said, the Heat, we have obviously the Knicks, the 76ers, like a lot of teams that are really going to be gunning for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Um. So I guess we look forward to an interesting NBA season as always.